Hello. In this video, we want to look at some definitions. So first of all, we have 6 trigonometric functions in trigonometry. Shouldn't be any surprise to people. So here is how we're going to define the trigonometric functions. If xy is a coordinate is any point other than the origin on the terminal side of an angle alpha in standard position and r equals the square root of x squared plus y squared, then sine of alpha equals y over r, cosine alpha equals x over r, tangent alpha equals y over x, cosecant alpha equals r over y, secant alpha equals r over x, cotangent alpha equals x over y. Now we have some reciprocal identities down here as well. Basically, sine is the reciprocal of cosecant, cosine is the reciprocal of secant, and tangent is the reciprocal of cotangent. So basically, notice that y over r, r over y, x over r, r over x, y over x, x over y. Now, you can memorize these if you want. I'm not a big fan of that. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to look in the first quadrant here. And some coordinate, xy there. And then we have an angle there. So xy will be on the terminal side of the angle alpha. Notice that if I do a vertical line like that, we can create a right triangle. And trigonometric functions are really best defined using right triangles. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start looking at this in terms of x's and y's. So this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate, and this is r here. By the way, this is why r is the distance from the origin to the xy coordinate, and that'll just give you the square root of x squared plus y squared. Now, sine alpha is y over r. So alpha is here, y is here, r is here. R is the hypotenuse, and in terms of alpha, y is opposite the angle alpha, whereas x is adjacent to the angle alpha. Now, y over r again is the hypotenuse. Y is opposite, r is hypotenuse. So sine is equal to the opposite divided by hypotenuse. Now for cosine, it's x over r. X is the adjacent, r is the hypotenuse. So for cosine, it's the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And for tangent, well, tangent is y over x, y is opposite, x is adjacent. So that means that tangent is opposite over adjacent. And this right here is going to help you a whole lot. This is SOHCAHTOA. Sine equals opposite divided by hypotenuse. Cosine equals adjacent divided by hypotenuse, and tangent equals opposite divided by adjacent. And that's going to help quite a bit. Alrighty. Now that we know all this, let's go ahead and look at some examples and see how it works. I'll see you in the next video. Have fun.